So the current situation, welcome here to diaspora. Hello there, hello there, hello there. Hello there, welcome here to Current Situation Media. Today we will be discussing national issues that are affecting our country. And so this segment here is Liberian Diaspora Political Spotlight. So welcome here to Liberian Diaspora Political Spotlight. Here we'll be discussing national issues. So go ahead and share this segment here as we await our viewers to come on here. We're going to play some Liberian music in the background, and we love to see you on soon. We have some very interesting. We have some very interesting topics that we will be discussing today, and some of our political analysts will be joining us, and we expect. We are live here. Some of our political analysts will be joining us, and we expect you guys to continue to share this live segment here. Today, we will be discussing some key issues that are affecting our country. Let me go ahead and give you a rundown. So, we will be discussing as things stands. Who do you think or expect to win the senatorial elections in Nimba? And that's our first topic we're going to tackle. And we'll get updates from some of our opponents back home. We will also tackle the appointment of Alioune Kébé, is a former Senegalese striker, as ambassador for youth and sport development of Senegalese. He was appointed by the president. What is your thought? What do you think? And also the UP government 100 days assessment. So these are key issues that we will be discussing tonight. So what we're going to do here is we're going to play music in the background, as we continue to share this live segment. So we're going to add, I'm not sure if Pastor Success, can you hear me? Pastor Success is trying to come on here, but let's play some Liberian music in the background as we share this live segment. Well, welcome here to the show here.
But these people weird.
I'm here. Can you hear me, Pastor Success?
These people weird.
Hello? I'm here. Can you hear me, Pastor Success? Pastor Success is trying to come on here. Hello? Pastor Susan, go ahead and go ahead and reboot your phone. Pastor Susan, go ahead and reboot your. All right, folks. We are going to play some music in the background as we share this segment here, and you guys can come on here. Okay. And we'll be playing some we'll be playing some live Liberian music in the background. Welcome.
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you loud and clear. I'm
All right.
just sharing this segment right now. Playing some Liberian music in the background. How you doing?
I'm good.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Yeah, I shared the link in the room there.
Yeah, I did share it too.
All right, welcome here to Current Situation. That's my Liberian. That's my Liberian. All right, that's my Liberian. So help us share this here. We're going to start sharing here right now. All right, we're going to start sharing. We're going to try to bring Isaac on here. Isaac, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, you want to come on video?
When I did Sunday, it tend to Ivarian to net.
Man, I always friend, man.
I'm a second country there. Who not let better thing?
So then, why tell our legislature from us, my man?
I know, right?
Yeah,
Because
y'all want
listen, we submit to the agreement and they not hold their part. They not play their part. So,
to take 80%. Not small thing.
but our business, the thing here is one thing about the people right now, everything at business. No more free thing. So I don't think the people held up to the agreement.
Yeah.
So and I'm pretty sure to the Liberian politician, they did it for show, you know. But these Ivorian people not gonna entertain that nonsense. That Ghana president can laugh for Joseph Boga.
Yeah.
Not Ivorian man. So the man not ready.
All right, folks. I'm sharing now. You guys just give me like 5 minutes. Go ahead and share through here. We are sharing in people inbox.
But also say where I met Dave.
They will come. They share the flyer, everybody got it. They will come.
The man got different lie again.
Sorry. You see the man? You talking about when I face?
So Dave
Dave,
Cooley.
Dave Kuliba.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I guess I just shared this in the inbox. So how you been, gentlemen?
Cool, bro.
How about?
I say how you guys been?
And I said, cool, we're fine.
Oh,
Good.
that's good.
Okay on my end, my man. You know, taking
But
it.
I think we said it now.
I'm on the East Coast. I'm in my purple corner. You know.
I still love the East Coast.
We stay in East School. My man, the man gonna be playing with all yeah, man. So we say East School state.
Oh, I
I
think
in New
East
York.
New York.
You start down there.
No, 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 no. I can't. I don't let it be.
The making
I don't let
give
it be there.
direct
Upstate,
location, my man.
upstate.
Upstate New York. So you want the man to give it direct
But me to
location?
be precise with my man. We'll
To
go
be
Kenya
specific,
as it.
I in Rochester. I in Rochester.
Now I know where you is, Rochester.
Rochester, New York. Say I say left GMI, he set on the East Coast, but he still come back here.
I mean that brain in that place so much.
All right,
Like,
gentlemen, thank you very much for tuning in here. I appreciate that here. Hopefully, we're gonna have people joining us here, and please share this here to your friends. I'm hearing people in the background.
I think that for my end, no, but let me mute myself.
Yeah, I think I found Pastor Success and well, he muted himself here. All right, well, gentlemen, welcome here to Current Situation Media here. Diaspora Liberian Spotlight, where we discuss national issues concerning our country, Liberia, and feel free to join us. There's a number here on the screen where you can call as well here to opine on these issues as needed. But tonight we are joined by two of our panelists, regular guests, part of the network here, Pastor Success and Asset Center. So we'll start from Pastor Success. Go ahead, introduce yourself and what you're looking forward to see discussed tonight.
Well, like he already said, my name is Pastor Success AB Dennis. I live in Des Moines, Iowa. I mean, we just doing what we can for our country, to discuss national issue, place the fights to where they belong and bring out, you know, the wrong, discuss the ill in society to ensure that those ills are mitigated so that we can have a better, a country for each and every one of us.
All right. And Isaac?
You muted Isaac.
Oh, Isaac, no, he muted. Yeah.
I forgot. Well,
All right.
my name is Isaac Sando, and I'm joining you guys from Rochester, New York, to be precise. And you know, these discussions are very much needed because we are a younger generation, and believe it or not, it helps and it educate we the young people, because at the end of the day, a lot of us don't know about our history. And I think this these kind of programs help enlighten our youth to get, for them to get an understanding of where they're coming from. You understand? And I think I encourage y'all to keep it up, because at the end of the day, we need more discussion like this than just the normal drama on Facebook. You understand? Because when we start developing our minds, we ourselves are people who will grow. You understand? They say information is knowledge. I mean, knowledge is power. I may be misquoting it, but knowledge is power. So, in enlightening ourselves, and this is why I'm here, because I like to be in these kind of discussions to
Thank
learn from Pastor Success, AJ, with all the big people and vocabularies, you know.
you. Thank you, Isaac. Thank you for joining us as always. We'll be opining tonight. We'll be talking about national issue, politics here, and eventually, folks, please join us and share this live here. And this is a very good forum here. We apologize for not being consistent on our Tuesday, due to we're still arranging our schedule in order for us to be consistent. But we're going to give you guys, going forward, a consistent show on Tuesday and Sundays. But we appreciate your patience and always tuning in here. So we'd like to welcome Mr. James Gabriel. How you doing, sir?
Yeah, how are you? I just want to make a quick recommendation, okay? When you're diverting, at least you need to walk people through, say, let's do this, inbox everybody, say, let's do this, and let's do that, okay? I caught, yeah, it was hard for me to really get through, but I figured it out. But next time, just give us the link and you educate us. That's all.
Okay, thank you. Thank you,
Yeah.
Mr. Gabriel. Yeah, Mr. James Gabriel is our newest panelist. He's really, really interested in the show here. So he would like to introduce himself with regards to his state of residency and his community status.
Thank you very much, Mr. Pinton Holt. And I want to first of all applaud you for everything that you're doing, and making sure that people are abreast when it comes to situation in Liberia. I want to say a big thank you to you, to be honest. And my zenith point is for this current situation to go international. That's my zenith point. And and I would suggest that all of the panelists, we need to do something to make sure that this talk show go viral. Like we don't want to be, we don't want to be limited. I don't want you to be limited, just Iowa alone. And we can do it like every other shows. Okay, you have the capacity, you have the knowledge, and we all have the knowledge, and we can put our hands around you and we can make this work. But honestly speaking, I want to say a big thank you to you, and for taking the initiative to have the people in the diaspora informed about situation in Liberia and all over the world, especially in Iowa here. And and I will make sure and encourage a lot of people to continue to watch our show. But thank you. I'm so proud of you, Vinton. Thank you so much.
We went back in.
Went back in.
Uh,
Uh,
let us.
let us.
I think we got
I think we got
to end. So we'll go ahead and put you guys on mute here, so anyone speaking they can unmute themselves. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we have 2 hour discussion tonight. So let's fire up. Like I said, we have not been consistent in the past, and we will take that responsibility here. But we're going to move forward. And like James said, like Pastor Sosa said, Sandro said that we're going to push the show forward. This is called, the network is called Current Situation, but the segment is called Diaspora Liberian Political Spotlight, where we discuss national issues concerning our country. and we have very brilliant analysts, panelists. They are some are on different sides, but at the end of the day, they all come together for us to discuss issues concerning our country. So we have three important topics tonight, which will take us 2 hours plus, depending on the participation of other guests here. So we're gonna dive into this discussion here. Ladies and gentlemen, as you all know here, we have a new government in place here. But let's dive into the first topic of discussion here. As things stands right now, what do you guys think or expect who to win the senatorial election in Nimba? We'll start with Pastor Success. Bring us up to date. You have any the new information? Bring us up to date here for the benefits of our viewers.
Thank you, AJ. As it stands in the Nimba County, the Liberian going to embarrass Prince Johnson very seriously because the candidate, from the onset, he encouraged Nyan Twan, Nyan Twan to support the quote unquote rescue team during the general and presidential election, so that when Jeremiah Kuhn succeed as a vice president, they were going to support Nyan to take the place of Kuhn. But as they start to form the government, from the formation of the government coming in with the war and economic crime and what have you, and Nya is a person, he's from the Unity Party as well, and he stood and pledged his loyalty, for them to the Unity Party and say, hey, look, we need to bring the war and economic crime, which is basically not, favorable to Prince Johnson. He decided to withdraw his support from Nya to give it to Koga, you know. So then, like, people say, okay, Prince Johnson is a quote unquote godfather of Nimba County. So wherever he swayed, Nimba County is going to sway that, because that's what they've been doing for the past decades. But this time around, for some reason, the tide, is swirling in a different direction, because uh, um, Nyan is in a massive lead in bulk of the polling station. When Nyan is around the 100, Koga is around 40, 50, 60, and what have you. So it had just been a massive lead, and people are already started jubilating for, Nyan already in Nimba County, though it is yet, unofficial, but we all know, preliminary always, produces, how you call it, final and net official result. So is where we are so far. So from my end, basically, I know that Nyan going to win, and not just only Nimba County, right? We let me say there are two bars election that takes place today in Liberia. One is in Grand Union County, and one is in Nimba County. So the one in Grand Union County, I think, is in district number 1, the Chien district. And my own personal friend, who and I worked together for a couple of years at the EP, at the Environmental Protection Agency, by the name of Jeremiah Soken, took the lead, and people are celebrating him already and congratulating even his opponent, people who participated in the election. Already congratulated him, and they are considered to defeat. So it means that Sokan has won that election unofficially. We're just waiting for the official, statutory institution, which is next to announce the result.
Thank you, Pastor Success. We're going to move on to Sano. Sano, Isaac Sano here. Our last update here from one of our reporters back home. We see that Yan is in the lead from a total of 5 polling places. And any updates from your end, and that is he still in the lead, and any predictions? You have to unmute yourself.
I said, thank you for the question, but they think and I get no fish to fry in a way. So I'm really not following it. And I don't like to get involved in local politics, because I feel like it's the people who they think is better to serve them. If they elect the person, that's it. But national, That's why I like to discuss, but I don't like to talk in local politics.
Okay. So Roland is currently residing in Nimba. Am I correct?
Yes,
So you think we'll get Roland on tonight to give us some updates?
I don't know, Roland. It might be late to Roland, but I definitely sure that Roland get all the update you need.
Yeah, yeah. Because right now it's a little bit after 2 a.m. here. Roland and Solomon Hooks usually come on when we start at 7. But we, like I said, we apologize to our viewers for not being consistent on our time, but we are working on it. Uh, Mr. Gabriel, any updates from Nima County and any predictions?
On mute, on mute.
Oh, okay. Hello.
We can hear you. Go ahead.
Hello.
Yeah, James. You are audible. Go ahead.
Okay. Oh yeah. Like what Isaac just said. I'm not deeply involved into local politics. I'll be honest with you. I hear from Lofa County. My both parents from Lofa County. Despite the fact that Grand GDA or Nima County, they are subset of Liberia. But I don't want to say I don't have interest in them, but I don't follow them because they are not representing me. They represent the people from Nima and Grand GDA County. But I've been monitoring the election closely, and I want to concur with what Pastor Success just said. Uh, this guy that Prince Johnson try to support, he's not in the lead. The people of Nima County, they are resolved. And I think Prince Johnson is losing a little bit of ground in Nima County, and I don't think majority of people listening to him like before. So I think they're gonna go the opposite side. And like I said, I don't have interest in it, but I'm monitoring it little by little because I do have friends from Grand Gita County and Nima County as well. And UP is in the lead. UP gonna win that election in Nima County. And, uh,
Okay. Well, thank you guys. And thanks to Pastor Success for bringing up to date here. Hopefully, I know it's a little bit after 2 a.m. in Liberia, so maybe Roland might join us. If he did set his alarm here, but then we will move forward here to some other issues, training issues within the country here. All right, gentlemen, let's start again with Pastor Success here. Pastor Success, what do you make of the appointment of Alioune Kébé, the former Senegalese striker, as ambassador for youth and sport development? Let's give your assessment. Is that the right thing to do for a president to, appoint a Senegalese rather than a Liberian, or maybe, what is your thought? You are not audible.
This issue should not be on the basis of politics. I don't want us to politicize it. Let's look at it from all sides of the coins. Let's ensure that let's see where the president, where he stood on what wisdom, on what you know frame of mind, or what legal framework that gave him that baggage, you know, to do what he did, to bring a foreign national as a sport ambassador as for sport development in Liberia. Having seen with all the ex-professional soccer players that Liberia got, you jump there and bring a former Senegalese striker. It beats my imagination. Maybe until the office of the president can explain to the Liberian people why he did that, it still beats my imagination. I can lay my hand on any reason that justifies the president's action. I mean,
So
I mean,
let's read the letter here. The statement here. Can you hear me?
yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So we have this on the screen here for the benefit of our audience here, and we're going to take some time here to discuss this. And so this it said that Mr. Alioune Kébé, Monrovia, Liberia, dear Mr. Kébé, I'm pleased to appoint you Ambassador at Large for Youth and Sports Development. This appointment is based on your dedication and commitment to development of sports in Liberia and your invaluable contribution to the training of our youth. We trust that you will continue to demonstrate utmost integrity and dedication and commitment in discharge of your duty. Please accept my congratulations. Kind regards, he said it, Joseph Baga. All right, so gentlemen, that's the official note up there here. But before we bring in Isaac here, well, I'll just bring in Isaac and James, then later on I can weigh in myself. So Isaac, what is your input on this? Pastor Success, are you done here, or you're
Now,
still
I was trying to just pinpoint certain issue when you had a letter on the screen, so I decided to pause and wait.
okay? Go ahead. Yeah, finish up.
So James always said this, and people say, "Oh, James trying to bomb off the Lothian or Umembaka," but I don't want to go to the Lothian because I know a lot of good Lothian, very nice people. They love education, they love the social life, they are friendly people. But to every sector or in the society, there are certain people who are just like Umembaka. Umembaka is just doing this thing because he felt that almost 80% of the ex-soccer players in Liberia aligned with President Weah in the campaign. So he feel that it should not even come near his presidency, his government. And that is why he's abusing them in the form of man on the bringing of foreign national Senegalese. There's an unconfirmed information that we have gathered, and we're still trying to authenticate those information that Senegalese guy is in a relationship with Mandela Kopo. I mean, I stand to be corrected. That's what we got. All right. And because of that, she influenced that. But even if she did, it's still the president's responsibility to say yes or no. Because according to our constitution, these kind of appointment works at the will and pleasure of the president. So for the president to appoint a Senatorial, I mean, it just speaks to the fact of what we've been saying about the Unity Party government. That they will divide that country more than ever before. The division that are going to take place in Liberia are going to be very huge. And this no said it the other day during the War Chronicle hearing or deliberation. He said Liberia is completely divided on blue and green. And the Omen continue to tread the path that will divide the country more and more. So I just want to stop here for now.
Okay. Let's see how Isaac see this. I don't know whether he see this the same way you are, looking at this appointment. Isaac, your thought. You are not audible, Isaac.
I seen it even worse,
All right. Why?
But you see, here is this, okay, AJ. When you not do your due diligence, right? Reality hits you in the face, and this is reality, okay? I think Pastor Success may have the same information I have, but I think he was trying to play a little nice. He wanted to be civil. You understand? But this Kébé guy is the boyfriend to Mandela's couple. And Mandela couple, this Kébé guy is legally married to a Senegalese woman that is in Europe. You understand? Mandela couple convinced the woman they came to Liberia during the campaign. And then after the campaign, she took the woman husband from her, and the woman returned, and she promised the man a job. So this is why we told some of the Liberian people that Joseph Boakai cannot run this country. And if Joseph Boakai were appointing people and other people were still appointing other people there, don't you think that Mandela Cooper appoint this man? Mandela Cooper is an advisor to Joseph Boakai. She's not just anybody. So what made people believe that Joseph Boakai appoint this man? She can fake everything. Joseph Boakai signature that digital. Anybody can use it. So I don't think Joseph Boakai, for me from day one, I said Joseph Boakai not fit to run this country. And these were the people that were coming run the country. And these are the people that are running the country. That why your job are being so. You go to Ivory Coast, you go to Ghana, you go to all the African countries then. You cannot even have certain property if you not get the citizen involved. But our own, we say we live in our citizen and then we give money to Senegalese man. And they say they can rescue country. This is pure contradiction, my man. AJ, please, when you can use some political some vocabulary on these people, my man. This is pure contradiction. They say they come to rescue, but they take all the Liberian people jobs and give it to the American boys and girls. They take all the Liberian people jobs and give it to Senegalese. And then how you can rescue Liberia? You're not creating no jobs. You're not doing nothing to benefit the Liberian. You only causing them pain. But then at the same time, AJ, it's free for the Liberian people. And you understand, one person we are there and a Liberian were there. But then now they got Senegalese men there. So I would just stop right there. Maybe people Jim will take it from there. But I think that Mandela Cooper pointed out.
AJ, before James come in, let me wait on this. There is the big debate now that is going on within the governing setting of our country. The CSA boss said about 40,000 Liberians will come out of government payroll, meaning they will lay off 40,000. And those 40,000, when you check their wages, there are people who are making $150, $100, $200 monthly. These are people job you are threatening. But you can bring a Senegalese, give you a job that pays 7,000 United States dollars every month. These are the people who said they were coming to rescue us. Today, as I speak, the security of our country is in danger. People who have trained by taxpayer money, it's just all over. I mean, I don't want to jump the gun of this show tonight, but it's getting terrible day by day. And if this continue, I don't know, in the next 4, 5, 6 months, 8 months before to a year time, what we going to be? Where are we going to be? Every day there's gonna a letter from the judiciary branch of government to the executive inviting one head of institution to explain why this action, inviting the other person why they action, all over the place. I don't know.
All right, well, guys, let's hear from James. I'm not sure if James is pretty much siding with you guys or maybe on the opposite side. James, your thought? Yeah.
Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you. You are
Am I
audible.
audible?
Yes.
JD, JD, from the onset of the whole thing, I told you that, look, this is not strange to me. I just don't foresee war in Liberia, but I foresee bloodbath war in Liberia. I'm not praying for it, but this is reality. This is reality. JD, I live in Ivory Coast. I live in Senegal. I live in Ghana. I live in Sierra Leone. I live in Ghana. JD, to no avail. There's restriction. There's restriction. I'm telling you, there's restriction. You cannot go Ivory Coast and do whatever thing you want to do over there. Jenny, this is so disgraceful for the fact that we should come here and discuss a Senegalese man to have that position. Look. Look, Liberia is the worst country. Look, I feel it's so regrettable for me for the fact that I'm from Liberia. And I'll be persistent in my quest. When Pastor Sosa say, oh, there are some good guys from Lofa County, I don't want to buy into what James Gabriel said. Look, and I'll be very, very blunt to my argument here. Okay? Lofa County is very, very big. Lofa County may be the largest county in Liberia, or maybe the second largest county in Liberia. Lofa County has more than 5 tribes in Liberia. Okay? Lofa County is divided into sections or sectors. Okay? Now, with that being said, those that from Kodahun, Bahun, Vahun, all those foolish Hun, I don't care what people are going to listen to me tonight. They are very, look, their parents taught them not to forgive nobody. Joseph Walker will never forgive nobody. Nobody. If it's called for him to bring Satan from hell to be minister, yes, he will do it because Satan supported him or because Satan was neutral in the campaign. Wasting our time. Liberia is going backward. My brother, look, Vinton, if you came as a little child, right, your parents told you, say, look, when you see this person, when you see short person, be afraid of them. It's planted in your mind. Joseph Walker has no room of forgiveness. The man came back to pay debt. And he's going after those guys. Come on, who is this Senegalese guy? He's not even a noble striker. Who knows him? Where did he play? Where did he play? He has no profile. You got a leg of General Segway. You got a leg of James Diba over there. You got a leg of Jonas Sawe over there. All those guys are playing for the national team. And you left them. You got Joe Langme over there. And you went and handpicked on Senegalese. Eh? Take for common example. JD, I went Ivory Coast 1988. Okay, we went there for the soccer tournament. The Baptist church, the Baptist school, that great Baptist mission, we went there for the tournament. JD, I was so excited, and I didn't know me for that when I used to play. And JD, you say you know me. JD, the men league, more than 2 formulas cannot play in the men league. So we're just wasting our time, and I'll be persistent in my quest that Joseph Walker is devilish. He does not have the heart of forgiveness. The part of Lofa County he's from, they don't forgive. I'm from the forgiving part of Lofa County. He's not from the forgiving part of Lofa County. Despite the fact that I refer to him as uncle, no, but trust me, we are going.
Hello?
Yeah, JD, I don't. Yeah, JD, it's just a waste of time talking about Joseph Walker. And
Okay.
Let me just add again to look. Gender is serious. We're overlooking it, but it's very serious.
Well, before you,
It's serious.
before you
JD,
let's play a clip here or sound box here from everybody is talking about it. Let's play a sound box here from this whole Michael Gilman. You know Michael Gilman, he usually live on YouTube. I think he weigh in on that too. Let's hear what he said. Then from there we will go for round 2 because I want to weigh in that too. You know, I see it differently. Yeah, I know you guys might disagree with me, but I see it differently. Yeah. So let's hear what this guy say, okay, gentlemen. All right. So can you guys?
I'm trying to get some old pictures to show you the connection with this guy and Magdala Cooper, the husband stealer. That's how they call her in the newspapers of New York. Today, she got her her her, her lover boy. She got her lover boy appointed as this is this is Sergio is the one shaking Jojo hands. Jojo Boykai. Mandela Cooper is looking on as she introduces Sergio to Jojo or Jojo to Sergio. And by this time they were cool, good friends, and what have you. But today, uh, 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 she took the woman husband. Yeah.
Okay, let's come in here, gentlemen. Can you guys hear me?
We do.
Okay, so let me pause this here. All right. So, Pastor Sosa, you are trying to follow up on some points. Go ahead.
Yeah, besides, the way the woman is proceeding on the job issue. Now, if you guys listen to the other, there was 700 plus employee, but they respectfully threw out of their job at the Ministry of State for Presidential Affairs. And if you put this guy's salary together, if their salary can accumulate up to $6,000 to $7,000 a month, I don't know. But you have a 87-year-old man who cannot walk. The bear hold him to escort him. Other people had to hold him on his arm.
Guys, Apa is evil, man.
Brought
He's
this man
evil.
as an advisor to you. The man that cannot even sit. You as a president, all people complaining you owe, and the man who almost like 5 to 7, 6 years older than you. You bring him as an advisor. The man cannot even walk. Like the one who called seriousness, you are in the Oxford school, that one of them he carried down there and said, can't be advisor because he's your friend, and you throwing young and unengaged potential people out of job because of the identify of certain political party. Look, we said this thing here, but people say we were talking crap. But like Alex said, look, the Liberian people will taste and see. The Liberian people will taste and see. AJ, have you heard any positional statement? I'm getting my feedback. I'm getting my feedback. AJ, are you hearing me? Good. Okay. Have you heard any feedback or any positional statement from the office of the president, for the Liberian National Fire Service, from the disaster management, for any sector of government that is responsible for the livelihood, for the survival of our people in Liberia in terms of the fire disaster? Have you seen any positional statement from the government? Have you seen the government identifying with people who are fire veterans? People don't care. They don't care.
All right. Let me come in here, Pastor Sosa. Let me come in here. My point here might be different, slightly different from you guys. I understand the frustration of a lot of Liberians why this appointment is a foreign national. It's not someone who from Liberia or one of those former players, like Joe Nangbe, or these guys are not being part of the Lone Star. Maybe a person that have contributed to the soccer segment in Liberia. I understand that, but you see, each government or different leadership have the way they appoint people based on different criteria, and If you read the letter, yeah, you see this appointment is based on dedication and commitment to developing, sport in Liberia and working with the youth. So, and if you look at other countries here, in our government, they have some foreign national that work within the government. It is really bad that this guy appointed a Senegalese. Maybe he saw some, he watched, based on this man's experience that he had contributed, to certain sector like the, helping the youth. It is bad that he was appointed. I don't see it. To me personally, I don't think it's a bad thing. I should be honest with you guys. I don't think it's a bad thing appointing a foreign national. Let me finish, and I know you guys will come in. The reason I don't see it is a bad thing. As long as he was appointed based on what he said in the letter, based on his commitment, his dedication to the youth, if he had some experience helping these youth in Liberia, let's leave the relationship between he and that lady. Some people might think that is because of his relationship with him and that lady, and the lady introduced Joe Boaka. I'm still doing my research on this tracker, but what I have seen so far and read this letter, and look at the country as a whole, I don't think all a position should be given to only Liberians. If you have qualified, folks who are from different nationals but have contributed towards the country, I don't see why he can be, awarded or maybe offered that position. That's my thought.
So, do you know what?
No, let's Pastor Sosa, let's Gabriel come in from there. I said then we'll bring you back. Go ahead, Gabriel.
In a much that I know that you want to be very, very neutral in this whole on this whole platform, okay? But let me give you some scenarios over here, okay? And I don't want to blow the head on this. And let's be factual to this. This is our country. I'm hurt when you see such a thing. Okay. Now, with that being said, hold on. With that being said, hold on, JD. With that being said, like I said, I live in Ivory Coast, Nigeria, Ghana, all these countries. Then, with that being said, do you think, honestly speaking, do you think when I came in America in 2005, and after 1 month, you think I could have been promoted to youth academy, national team youth academy as a coach? You think so? This guy's a tourist. He's a tourist. He came to visit. And you telling me that maybe the guy had done something. What have you done? How long have you been in the country? What did he do for the youth in Liberia? What did he do to promote sport in Liberia? And you're telling me it's not wrong. Don't get me wrong. It's not wrong to appoint a foreigner. Okay? But what have you done? Nothing.
But remember now, I'm just basing my point based on the letter that he said this appointment is based on this man's dedication.
Okay? Nothing. What you should go do, Jenny? You should go do a research. You should go do research. You just stated that the guy came down during the campaign time. How long has it been? Who life has he impacted? That's a short period of time. What have you done in Liberia to give him that noble position? JD, we're heading for disaster. I foresee a daily bloodbath war in Liberia. I'm not hiding myself, but the way the country is proceeding, the way the old man is taking things, for me, I'm not surprised. And that's why, since he won the election, I decided to put her to every project that I'm doing in Liberia. It's not all for peace. He did a witch hunt. 40,000 people, 40,000 Liberians. It's like the whole SKD sport complex is full of. Just look at that.
SKD is 35,000 capacity.
Yeah, they say 35,000, but we'll go more than that. Okay, so now the 35,000 people or the 40,000 people that you're kicking out of job, they are not just 40,000. There are 2, 3, 4 people living on that 150. They are. JD, we are. So you do the 40,000 by 5. Because every household, everybody that work in government, they got at least 5 people to support. JD, They think we shouldn't be coming here trying to sugarcoat things here.
Well, I'm not
Okay,
trying to
or
show.
Senegalese,
I see
or
it in a
Senegalese, or Senegalese, or Senegalese,
yeah,
or
I understand.
Senegalese, or
I
Senegalese.
got a question for AJ.
No, I see it in a different way. You know, what I
It's
have
not
read so far.
Jerry. It shouldn't be different way. Jerry,
Let's handle the thing professionally. Let Isaac come in. We'll come back to that thing. Let Isaac come in and then ask
Yes,
JD and then.
I'm trying to get an objective. You know,
Jerry, no, Jerry. Don't be
But
objective
man,
and you
I
see the
understand
wrong
where
thing.
JD coming from.
Yeah,
JD is
it's
trying to
bad.
balance his show. JD played the devil advocate to balance the show because the three of us against the appointment. If JD is against the appointment, there'll be no interaction. So I understand. I mean, that intellectual, mechanism JD putting together here. I understand from where he comes from. I
Yeah,
should
but
go ahead.
I mean, somehow we are hurt.
Isaac, come in.
So Jerry, I think the person that just came on, I get feedback.
Yeah, that Dave. I put him on mute. Yeah, Dave will come in. Yeah, so
Jerry, like I wanted to ask you a question, right? Like
yes,
people Jim stated something that is very important, very factual. You understand? You don't just get information and run with it. You gotta cross-examine the information. Like what that letter just said, right? Due to the man engagement, what he been doing. All I think that's scam. Cause what kind of striker? You know how we know someone? My man Senegal Jala Ivory Coast. What kind of striker that I don't know? You understand?
Yeah.
We know if we can know about LIG Juve. All the top Senegalese player then. Down to
No,
the
damn
men
it.
that coaching the Senegalese team, we know all about the men. When the men start playing for Senegal, then we not know him. Like only when he can apply for government job, we know that he's Senegalese striker. All I think is fixed. You understand? And this is why they lying to you, bro. They like, I want you to go check that people Jim just said, right? Go ask what the man engaged in like, bro. That man is a tourist. But they're lying to tell you, say he's involved in this and in that. I want to ask you this question, right? No, not Biber James, but AJ. This is my question to you because you're playing the devil advocate, which is fine, but you got to be able to defend what you're standing for, you know? So, do you think a Liberian can get that position in Senegal? You think the Senegalese government will give that position to a Liberian in Senegal?
Oh,
let me. But you asked me the question here. Then from there, we'll try to bring those other guys in here. I believe so that a Liberian that is qualified and based on his commitment in Senegal, based on the project, the initiative that he's undertaking, and his longevity in the country, I think that he can be given that position. But that's what I think. I might be wrong, but other countries have higher foreign nationals within the leadership within our government. We see it in the US, we see it in other countries. Yeah.
now in that capacity.
So, but I say we will come back to you. Let's bring Dave in here. Let's welcome Dave fully. Let's welcome Augustus Talu. So, Dave.
AJ, before you welcome David and of course, I just want to say something to all of us.
Okay, go ahead.
Our show, let's make it professional. I know we all will have our control review. But when someone is on the floor, let respect them. Let them say what they want to say. Let them be quiet. When our time to speak, when we have the opportunity, we will say what we want to say. But when we start cross talking towards each other, we'll not do our audience a go. That's just what I wanted to say.
I concur with you, Pastor Success. Thank you, Isaac. Like I said, we'll come back with you on a follow up here. Maybe somebody is pretty much have a different side of view from you guys. Mr. Cooley, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, gentlemen. Yeah, you guys hearing me?
Okay, yeah,
Mr. You can't hire yourself, yeah?
Yeah, Mr. Cooley, can you please come on video?
I can't tonight, man. That's why I'm coming so late.
Okay.
That Joseph Baga man, they put him in the kitchen.
So, Mr. Cooley, what's your thought on the appointment of the Senegalese former striker?
I think that was a very wrong choice, and I don't support that appointment. Anything that belongs to Liberia and taken away from the Liberian, I don't support it. I think there are more qualified Liberians that can occupy that particular position. There's nothing extraordinary when it comes to the position that which he had given to a foreigner. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up because I think there are more talented Liberians that can do a better job than hiring any foreigner. Go around. Let's check around Africa for a moment. Because some of us have traveled around the sub region before, even traveling abroad. You know, and I've been to Ghana. On the Ghanaian application form, it says that only if there is no any other qualified Ghanaian for a position before it can even be given to a foreigner. That's why it's written on the application on the bottom. So you go to Nigeria, it's the same thing. Nobody going to give you. They're not going to give a foreigner a job when Nigerians are all struggling, looking for daily bread, trying to find something to do, and then you take a job and give it to a Liberian. It's not going to happen. So I don't know where else it can happen. So for Joseph Boakai to go ahead to appoint a Senegalese as an ambassador at large, saying that he was very much instrumental in contributing to youth, outlifting and sport and other things. That's a complete bullshit. It's not. It doesn't make sense, and I don't support that at all.
Thank you. Mr. Talo, what say you?
Well, I just want to play a devil advocate. In a sense that do we know if this man he's a naturalized citizen? If he's not a naturalized citizen, is he married to a Liberian who is a citizen of Liberia? Is he by marriage? Is he? If he doesn't have any of those status, I think it is dead wrong for the president to appoint someone who is not a Liberian. And when you have over 85% of the people are unemployed down there, taking job away from Liberians and giving it to somebody who is not Liberians, it is wrong. Even in the United States of America, the liberal country, the most liberal country, you cannot appoint anyone to any higher position if that person is not a citizen. You even our government cannot even take a contract and give it to somebody who is not citizen when you have qualified Liberians around there. So I don't know who's advising the president right now, but I think that uh, he's slacking. And American man say he's slacking. Okay, the president is slacking, and I think he needs to actually look at. He actually needs to look at the Liberian people. Look at because there's a lot of qualified Liberians down there. And another thing that y'all were discussing too about the PAP laid about 7,000 Liberians. I think it was the right move because I don't think government should be able to hire everybody. I think Liberians should focus on the private sector. I think I am a strong believer that Liberians are capable. They are smart. I think they can create a lot of stuff down there that they can self-employ themselves then to be in government job. But like you said, I totally disagree with Joseph Boakai. If that man is not a citizen, if he if he has no marital status with any Liberians, I think that job should be given to qualified Liberians. That's how I feel.
But
And I don't think he's even a Liberian citizen, because
So
if
let
he
me
was
wait.
a Liberian citizen, he would have been flagged long ago with all the accusations going around.
Let
He
me
would
just
have been
wait in
flagged,
something.
you
Let
know.
me wait something
So
in there quick.
I really don't think so. I really don't think he's a
Let me
Liberian.
let me wait something in there quick. So this guy was never in Liberia. This guy came to Liberia in the course of the election. He came on the invitation of Mandela Kopo and so on. And I don't want to dwell on that because that's someone else's mother, that's someone else's wife or sister or whatever activity she carried out. I don't want to dwell on it, but he actually came to the country on her invitation, and he decided to remain in the country. Now let me go to our labor law. I might not be able to give you the particular article or code or whatever, but what I do remember in our labor law, for a not born Liberian or non citizen to work within Liberia, first, you must first of all obtain your naturalization, which is done through the Ministry of, not ministry, but through the immigration. And then when you obtain a naturalization, then now you have, that means you are a citizen. If you are not a citizen and you are just having a resident permit in Liberia, do you know that people obtain a resident permit in Liberia? People do obtain a resident permit. When you have a resident permit, you still a foreigner. Honor our law. The kind of position that Joseph Parker just getting there is called an expatriate. And for you to hire an expatriate, our law says you have done all of your research and search our labor landscape of our country, and there is no Liberian absolutely qualified to do that job. They can be an expatriate. Come on, man. You got Musa Shannon over there. You got James Diba. You got Oliver McCall. You got Zese Rao. You got Jonas Sawe. I can name them. Go on. All right. But well educated guy. Do you know the impact Father Johnson have made in the Labrador or youth development? He was the first professional player to build academy in Liberia. You leave all these people going to be associated maybe with someone else, whoever you don't like, and you bring a foreigner. I'm happy the way others people are latching at it because they know it's wrong. You can't do that to our country. It's not just about George Weah or CDC or whoever. You demean our country. You know the news. You know what it takes on the international level. Not come and new here the international level is that among all the Labrador professional players, no one can do the job. Only a Senegalese is able to do that. That's a message sent out there. That's an implication. So before you do this kind of thing, you have to weigh the coins. Don't know what it looks like. No, but again, that's why it is right now. You know.
So gentlemen, when you are not speaking, please, you can mute yourself because I think we have an echo. So if you forget to mute yourself, I'll just go ahead and mute you from my end. But you can always unmute yourself when you speak.
Mr. Hope.
Gentlemen, hang on there, Agos. You wanted to come in because I wanted also.
Yeah, I wanted to ask
Go ahead.
the pastor because he knows much about those laws there. What you make of ECOWAS because Liberia also is a signatory to ECOWAS. Is there any integration within the ECOWAS body that you can get a status? Because we have to look at everything from the broader.
So the ECOWAS relationship, we can have free flow of commerce, goods and services.
Yeah, goods and service.
That is that is one of the major, what they call the economic community of West African state. Now, when you bring a foreigner and pull it into the political landscape of our country, there's a problem. When the president appoints somebody, you can be a technocrat. But when you go through the political arena to surface into our governance system, then it's no longer on equal issue, because equal, the only thing I can do, I can go to Ghana, I go to Guinea, I don't need visa, I can go to Senegal, I can buy goods and bring it. All I need to do is just pay my, come and pay my duty or whatever it is I'm supposed to pay, and move on my goods. And so have that free flow among the equal state. But when it comes to hiring, every country has its own law in terms of hiring a foreigner. Be an equal citizen does not make you a global citizen to the equal or community. No, not because I'm equal or state member. I mean, I'm a citizen in Ghana or I'm a citizen in Senegal. No, I'm not.
Okay, but when you say goods and service, what does service mean to you, or in a term of ECOWAS service?
Goods and services.
Yeah.
Goods and services. For example, I can remember during my Senatorial when we were about to revamp our electricity. We had just come from a war, and all the technocrats in the country were not enough. Monosedan went to Ghana and appealed to Ghana. Can you give a few technocrats who will come to Labrador, work with our people for a period of time and help train our people in certain issues? So the first light post saw in Liberia after man took over between 2005, 6, 7, 8 in between there. Those jobs were done by Ghanaians. Even the 11 cities that went to the southeast, it was Ghanaian that was spearheading those jobs, because at the time Liberia never had the technical. That was called the goods and services. When those people cannot surface in government, they are not government appointees, they are not government workers. All right. But when the president appoints, it becomes a constitutional issue. So by constitution, the president has a right on our law to appoint it. He said the appointment work, the appointees rather work at the will and pleasure of our president. So that it becomes a constitutional issue. And our law provides that for a foreigner to work, to hold a job in Liberia, number one, have a resident permit. If you are not a citizen, and at that point, you can work in the private sector. That's the other services. That means you come to Liberia and you get a work permit. He becomes resident. You get a resident permit. You get a work permit. He can work with assistant method. He can work with anywhere. That's the law. The law provides that. But when you want to surface into government, you have to be a citizen.
Okay. Thank you guys. Good exchange and a good input here. Let's move on here to our last topic of the night, which we're going to spend more time on it, because I know everybody have their own assessment. So let's move on to 100-day assessment here, and I want you guys to be fair here. I don't want you guys to base on party politics. Be fair here on your assessment. But we will start with Dave. Mr. Cooley, can you hear us?
But why starting with the other topic? And I mean, you should start with.
No, we starting with Dave. Dave, can you hear me?
AJ, can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
I want to first of all applaud Dave for the first time since I've been knowing Dave to tell the truth. He said, "In that stand with Joseph Bogay on the employment." Well, let's see when he will say about the 100-day deliverables. Okay.
All right, Dave. Not Dave. Mr. Cooley, can you hear me? I think he's kind of busy, so let's move on to Augusta. Let's start from these guys first. And Pastor Soze, did you send the link to Boniface?
I did.
Okay, so we're not seeing him on tonight.
Yeah, I even added in the chat room.
Is he still in the US or back home?
Yeah. Remember, not because I'm in South Dakota. I mean, North Dakota, rather, in Fargo.
Oh, okay. Maybe he pretty much engaged in other stuff. So, Augusta, I mean, I know you've been busy here. You are basically on the road most of the time, driving a heavy 22-wheelers. Or you still follow the politics back home? And give me your fair assessment on the 100-day UP-led government. fair assessment. What you know, is he accomplished something? Is he delivering based on his promises? The rescue, he used a strong mantra, the rescue, that the theme he used to win this election, the rescue team. You know, when somebody say, oh, the rescue team is coming, it's a powerful phrase. So what is the assessment on 100 days so far?
Well, you have to look at the good and the bad. You know, we have to evaluate and give a rational judgment on what the Ome is doing. This is what I agree with him. I agree with the downsides of government in employee, because I strongly believe that government cannot uh, employ 5 million people. That's not a government job to employ everybody. The government job is to create check and balance, create laws to protect someone's ideas, to protect someone's right. Therefore, it is incumbent upon a citizen to actually hustle and make some life for themselves. Now, those look at the pop right now. We have a lot of fire, a lot of people, uh, properties getting burned. We need an explanation from the pop to reassure the Liberian people that he has everything under control, or his government is in charge, and he's not doing that. I think that is one of the things that George we have failed in. He failed to communicate issue when there is disaster, when there is an emergency, that when a leader should appear, you know, and ensure confidence back to the people. But I think Joseph Barker actually fail on that one when it comes to uh, 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 reassuring the Liberian people about the lot of property that has been damaged. Two, I think he is fighting drugs. He fighting drugs abuse in the country. They are trying. Another thing that he's doing again, he has not traveled. I don't know whether the Pope has traveled. When George Weah took over within 100 days, he took over 200 people that travel from all over. That created expense on the state. But the Pope right now, he has not traveled. I don't know if he has traveled. I haven't kept track of that. But he's not spending money on himself when you look at the Pope. Now, let's look at the war and economic crime code that he's trying to establish. I think what he's doing is in the right direction of the country. I think it's going to put the country back on track. It's going to make people accountable for their actions. I believe there should be war and economic crime code so that everybody could know where justice stands for. Because a lot of Liberians living back home, they don't know what justice means. We just got a girl almost got killed, and the man who committed the act, he was set free. He bribed the entire system. Therefore, we need this kind of stuff. We need this kind of policy to be implemented, like the World Crime Code and all of these things there. So I will give the paper uh, a solid B on what he's trying to do on the World Crime Code. But let's look at uh, agriculture. I'm not seeing any hair wave in agriculture.
You got 3 more minutes.
Yeah, yeah, okay, sir. Thank you. Yeah, I'm not seeing any hair wave. Uh, the downsizing of the government job, That's good. He needs to downsize them because we are came there. I think we are just hire. They just hire all kind of people. They just make sure that you must have government job. So what they did, they just hire people. They hire and they pull whole lot of strain on the government, and that's not good at all. But my advice to the pub is that uh, uh, it's about time that he's create job opportunity for the youth because 65% of the citizens down there are youth. Those are people that are under 25 years old. And when those people are not working, when they are not busy, guess what? The crime rate is going to go out. They will be doing a lot of criminal or they will be engaged into a lot of criminal activities. So it is important that he keep that identical demographic very, very busy. Because if he doesn't do it, that will be like his downfall of his administration. He has to keep them busy. But overall, the pop is doing good. He's not going to do everything 100%. There's an area that he need to work on, and there's an area that he's doing much better. So I would give him a solid C for now.
For the first,
The
for the first 100, you give
yeah,
us.
for the first 100 days, I will give Joseph Braga a C, a solid C. I'm not going to give him a C
Thank
minus
you.
or a D, but at least his hairs is in the right directions.
Thank you.
He's
Let
not a flamboyant pop. He's not running around the place. He's not dancing anywhere. He rather focusing on lot of issues. I know that those warlords that supported him, they are disappointed, but it is their cause to lose. There should be a war crime code in Liberia, regardless of which side you're on. There should be a war crime code.
Thank you. All right. Augusta spoke for 7 to 8 minutes. We'll give everybody to see ample time here. So let's go to Mr. James Gabriel. Mr. Gabriel, can you hear us? You are not audible. You are not audible.
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear us?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. What is your assessment? Give us a fair assessment. Augusta, like I said, he broke down things. Give our assessment, and at the end of your assessment, then you give Mr. Baga a letter grade from the then you give him a letter grade after bringing down your assessment here for the first 100 days. Go ahead. All right, so Mr. Gabriel is not on here. He left the stage. He will come back. So let's move on to Isaac. Isaac, can you hear me?
I can hear you, my man. Let Dave come in for.
Okay, David. It seems that Dave is busy because I keep referring to Dave. He's not.
Yeah, let me come in. Send it not ready.
Yeah, so you're ready. Let Pastor one thing, Pastor so that does not, he don't run away from his fear or anything. So
Let me say, but you can't come on the show, you talk, then you leave.
who?
Where's Augusto Talu?
He's still on the show.
I'm not seeing him. I want to see Augusto if I can respond to something he said.
Yeah, Augustus. Okay. Augustus.
Yeah, man, come, let's discuss the topic, man. You
I'm
said
just
something.
talk. I'm here.
Yeah, but you can't leave.
When we're looking in your face, we're talking. We want to look in your face and we
No,
respond, please.
I got
Thank you,
something
sit
to do
down right
right
there.
here, my man. Check
My
talk.
man, if
Give
you
me
leave
5
your
minutes.
basic,
I'll
that's
come
what
back.
can't talk. You can't
Yeah.
throw
All right,
slide,
talk.
then you run away.
No, Augusta, Pastor Sosa is right. If you want to be an active participant, stay on the show.
Tell the
I'm
show.
on the show.
Okay.
So,
Thank you. Thank you. We'll see you now. Thank you.
So Pastor Sosa, give us your assessment.
My man, you have free Augusta, but the man want me a paper zoo.
Let me say this. Before I go to Omen Buakai 100-day deliverable, which I'm not going to spend much time on. Yeah, you went, so I came on my feeling you will come.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
you left. So
Let me debunk some of the misinformation presented here by Mr. Talo.
All right.
When George Weah took over, he traveled to 2 major countries after his first 90 days. The first country he traveled to was Paris. He met with Emmanuel Macron, the president of France. He went with Samuel Touré. He went with Eugene Nimba. I think a few other dedicates. They came from that mission with $50 million. That $50 million was infused to our economy that helped people, some of them to absorb.
That was $10 billion.
That one I don't like on the show. I never interrupted you. I beg you.
Yeah, Augusta, let the man speak. The man did not interrupt you. If you want to rebut or debunk, after we get back to
The records are there, 50 million. Now, before I go there, let me say this. When Manasedi government left the stage of our governance systems in Liberia, Omio departed, Omio left lack of workers, more especially from the health sector. They are working with bureaucracy that Omio were operating, were left vulnerable, they were left in limo. All right? The United Nations have an educational program that they absorbed some teacher on that they were paying directly. When they left, those teachers were left vulnerable. So when President Weah took over, when he paid those visits, when he came out, the little money he brought, he infuses into the country, and they were able to absorb some of those teachers, some of those nurses, and even increase our security personnel or salary. At this time, when you were doing George Weah travel, in George Weah's first 90 days, the military hospital that fought the COVID-19 in Liberia was under construction.
No, but Pastor Sosa, you are not
I come in.
about George Weah right now.
No, he provided information on the president. I'm not going to sit here and lie about
the assessment now because you
still. Mini are using. Mini.
You are talking about Weah accomplishment.
Mini.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, good. Right? So, he also went to the Arab Emirates. The funding that came from there, they want to build a Bapulu 100-bedroom hospital. So I want to provide us information. So when he come in and say, "So we are told 1 million people care," and so that's not true. Now let me come to the over 100 deliverable. The Omen have traveled since his election. He has traveled 3 times. The 3 times he travels, what came to the country, we yet to know. We know he was not inducted into office when he came to the United States. So I consider an unofficial visit, but he traveled as president-elect. When he got inaugurated, he traveled to Ghana. We yet to know today why he went to Ghana. He traveled to the Ivory Coast. The reason for which they said he traveled in Liberians are yet to see the benefit of that his trip. Now, when you come back home in the country, I heard Alioune saying they should downsize. And at a certain point again, he said he should keep the young people busy. So I don't know what he was saying. He were contradicting himself. In every good governance system, before you downsize people, more especially a private sector can choose to downsize anytime. A government that is under obligation to provide better livelihood for her people, before you downsize, have you created a job opportunity in the private sector? You're talking about 70,000 or 40,000 Liberians to go out of jobs. Do you know what you do to our country? Do you know the security implication? Do you know how many people are sitting back on the street to either be Zocos or to be criminals in the community? We agree the government had to be a sensible government and efficient. But before you do that, consider those variables. Have you done that? No. The government have also failed in that area. All right? The disaster that are taking place in the country. Look at the disaster. Everywhere, the only person I saw that woman pay a visit to, or he even commented on the entire fire disaster with the Speaker of the House. So you're not Liberian. So Joseph Hogg, but women also work because you're sedition. Liberians being affected by the fire. Look at what happened in King John. Citizens protesting. Police shooting at them and killing them. All right? You come back home in Morovia, the government, without any professionalism, just lay off 300 EPS officer, and the EPS officer are on the rampage in Morovia, having press conferences, threatening the president, threatening our president in the office. Excuse me. There are a lot that are going on. I don't want to talk about the 100-day deliverable on the road and whatever. That it's a complete blah.
What about the security sector?
The security sector is dangerous. There's which one in the security sector? Can you guys see it? There's one people here pointed at the DA, they're fighting among themselves. People might have gone within the disbound or former Ulimo belt and bringing all his people and hiring them. It's a confusion right now between he and Fatica. They want everything they enter scatters. The woman may have a good heart. Let me put it that way. He may be a good person, but we said it from the beginning. The woman is not, he doesn't have that strength. He doesn't have that energy to control this guy. These guys are criminals. All right? So for me, I think you follow what Amarakoni said today. People that Amarakoni are and all have the issue the way the government is proceeding. But now, Joel obeying for the 6th unit for people who were victimized from fire disaster when he took over. We have more fire disaster in this regime than any other regime. Why has the government done nothing? So for me, I want to start, and I thank God that look concur with me in everything and said he tried to contradict himself. If you in college and in college you score C, that means you are repeating that course. You fail. C is not a passing grade in college. So if you get a man C, it means he failed. So thank you.
What about before I let you go? Is give us a letter grade first 100 days report card.
I'll give it D.
A what?
A D.
A D. Okay, but you did not emphasize on the road development. He said that no car was stuck within the first.
But I don't want to. Why do I waste my energy on something that is not practical? Look.
So are you saying that within the first 100 days there is no even little accomplishment in all those sectors?
The only thing that I can say here is that the person that is, and I listen to
D. If you gave someone a D, even though it's failed, but you did not give him an F, meaning that he got a D. So there's got to be some kind of maybe a little improvement. Which sector is that and which front?
And I think what the only thing I like the way it's going is that the management system, right? The information management system of President Bouaka is kind of better. Everybody's not talking here there. Like when we took over CDC, because I don't go where all young people zero for government job. When one person talk here, one person talk here, it had to come to a time that the president had to step and say, look, the Ministry of Information, Culture and Tourism is the direct spoke institution of the government. So, and that one went to what? To arrest. But for there, I mean, whatever information come out, they go to the press briefing, the CA and the rest of it. I know some people come on people and throw jars, but I'm not looking at that. But I think they're managing their information system, which is okay with me. But in terms of rule, the governance system, nothing going on. Nothing. If you look at the budget, all the lawmakers, even their own lawmaker, the budget is submitted. Everybody last year in the budget. You took 8 million from personnel. Here in budget, say personnel mean I pay. Don't pay road. Take it from personnel and put it in a reserve at the Ministry of Finance. Because you have in mind that you want to downsize 40,000 workers. But Joey, I was paying these people. Joey, I never helped. One day you never owed them. You were paying them. So that's it.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Pastor Sources. We move on to James Gabriel. James Gabriel, your assessment, fair assessment of 100 days. Can you hear us? You are not audible. All right. I don't think Mr. Gabriel. All right. Yeah, we are not hearing him, so we'll move on
But
to.
he right there. Why you're not speaking, Gabriel?
Gabriel got nothing to say.
All right.
Okay,
Hello?
go to your hand. Go to my man. My man, I come out.
Hello?
So Gabriel, you want us to move to the
Hello?
next person? Yeah.
No, I'm coming. I'm coming.
But we
Yeah,
keep calling you, bro.
yeah, but we
Hello?
keep saying, go ahead. Yeah, Gabriel, your assessment. The floor is yours.
I mean,
First,
don't mute me, man. Don't mute me because I want to hammer Augusta Talu. Don't mute me.
all right. So I think Mr. Gabriel device is giving problems. So let's move on to Dave. Dave, are you there?
Oh, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Yeah, AJ, I'm here. I'm here.
Can you give us a fair assessment of the UP-led government first 100 days?
In fact, I was doing something when I heard one of the panelists that said, this is the first time for Dave to be very honest on the show. First of all, let me make it clear to all of us here on this line tonight is that I'm not one of those people who just put on partisan hat and don't look at both sides of the coin. Whenever it is wrong, I will always say it, like Augusto Talu can attest. And the host, AJ, also knows that I was a strong supporter of CDC. But after 2 to 3 years of Georgia wasteful steady and reckless leadership, that's what makes me to turn my back to CDC. So I don't just support a leader because I want to support. When it is wrong, I'm the kind of guy that will tell you, say it is wrong. So that's what I said tonight, that Joseph Boakai appointing a foreign national was not the best way to proceed. It was wrong. And when Liberians are out of job, you can't appoint any foreigner to a position. It's like taking a meal from a Liberian. And I stand by that position. So that being said, I want us to be honest when we come on this show here. I know there are a lot of people and my CDC friends will say that everything that George we are doing was right. But we are not going to sit here and say everything that Boakai is doing is right. We know there have been some missteps, and those missteps, people are the people within the leadership of the government are taking some responsibility and trying to make some correction as well. And that was unlike George Weah. If you want to talk about the 100 days of Boakai being in power, there have been lots of structural change. There have been lots of policy change. And there are even the roads that we're talking about, he said there will be no road stock on any major highway in Liberia. I listened to the public works minister today. The public works minister was telling us that there have been an assessment throughout all the major roads in Liberia. A $22 million was budgeted. And out of that $22 million that has been budgeted, $8 million has been disbursed to contractors.
You guys are a joke. You're a joke, man.
Please
You're a
do
joke.
not.
No, don't
Please
do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Don't
Don't
do
do
that.
that.
I give you all the respect tonight. Don't do that to me again.
I just want to make sure that I'm
No, don't do
No,
that.
no, Jeremy, we can't do that
Don't
on the show. We can't
do
do
that.
that.
But
Well,
Allow the man to stand.
When you speak, when you are
been
speaking,
interrupting.
when you
no,
are
And
speaking,
because try it
Interrupting.
once and we stop him.
no,
And he
hold
never
on.
did it
Okay, I
again.
tried one time, but that's it.
have you
Yeah,
heard
but
me interrupt anybody here tonight?
Dave, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Dave, we sorry. Please,
Gabriel,
gentlemen.
Gabriel, after Dave, I will bring you. I beg you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Go
You
ahead,
are
Dave.
panelists. Vinton,
When I'm done, you can.
Augusta was there interrupting.
When
You
I'm
did not say nothing.
Gabriel, when I'm done, you can
Gabriel, I'm
inject.
sorry.
When I'm done, you can inject. You can make the correction you want to make. That is allowed for you to do. But now, when I'm in the process of making my thought and you want to interrupt, then that's rude.
Sorry, I just want to make sure that I was live. That's all. Okay.
That's fine. So, like I was saying, when we listened to the Minister of Public Works today, he said that a $22 million after the assessment has been done. Out of the $22 million, is been this $8 million has been disbursed and given to the contractors, and construction is on its way at this point. And we all saw various machines to different sectors of the country, like the road between Ganta to Grand Gide, Tabeta Highway. We see construction going on. And you want to deny that, that's fine. But there are lots of other construction that are taking place on all the major highway because money has been disbursed. And he said that all of the money have not been disbursed because the donors are saying that those money will be disbursed when the job is finally completed, and that's when money will be done. So, and that how money is given to the ministry. So, in terms of highway, Bwaka did not promise Liberian that there will be a quota then laid down on every street or on any major highway in Liberia. He said we'll bring our road system to the baseline. And my understanding of the baseline is that just as it was when we were small children growing up in Liberia, the road was always taken care of. That is, they plied it, they filled all the potholes, they graded every year to make sure that car doesn't get stuck. That was the baseline since Liberia was founded. That has been the road. He said, we do that, we continue to do that until there is a proper funding for us to fix all our road. But at that point, there will be no car being stuck in the middle of any major highway in Liberia. And that's exactly what the president is doing. So for Liberian to just put out car getting stuff from the days 2 years, 3 years back, and then you think that Joseph Baka said the road will be fixed, but look at the road in reality. Those are just not the reality of the day. It is not true. So in terms of road, the president is taking care, is doing that. Now, I can tell you by this time in 2017, we already have George, we have 12th Street, our house have already been broken down already. We have 47 newly under construction on George, we are 2017 around the same time. So and he has already taken over 50 people plus to Paris on a trip that was fruitless because the money that he said the president was going to that he promised Liberian, it didn't come. And how do I know? I know because Mwaba Molu said when George Weah go on a trip and he's been giving money for the country, he took it for his own personal use. I'm not the one saying it. That's what the chairman of the party said at the time. So we are saying that in as much as we know that there has been some misstep within this 2 or 3 months of President Waka, but we are also aware that all those steps can be corrected and mitigated, and that's why we are doing it. So there have been lots of structural change. There have been policy. When you look at the drugs war now in Liberia, the LEDA is working very hard, seriously, even though there have been some fracture within the leadership structure of the LEDA. But if you look at it from a broad spectrum, you see that the war on drugs is scary, and you can see the amount of drugs that have been captured. You can see all those things happening. There have been arrests and all of things. So in that direction, they are fighting. Because Waka said that we will not allow our youth to be addicted or to be addicted to drugs or take drugs and those kind of things because we're destroying the youth. So the LEDA is very serious on fighting the drugs, and he's doing exactly. He was on the Spoon FM the other time, and he was giving out the layout of what is happening within that particular department. So they are doing something, and you also lay the challenges. So there are challenges. Unlike the past government, they couldn't come out to tell you what was happening within government. But at least this time, we know when there's challenges, we know people will come and tell us. In every aspect of the Liberian government, there have been lots of challenges, and Bwaka King he met his own challenges. And in Liberia, government is almost 75% of the agency that employ people. Almost 75% want to work for government. So we don't have any kinds of liable or private sector that people can go and seek out job to work. So it's government that is doing all the employment. Everybody want to work for government. And as a result, government cannot absorb everybody into the system. And that's why the last government couldn't do, because we have whole lots of names that were on government payroll, which Joker was on the other show the last time telling us that there have been lots of ghost names that have been on the payroll, and those names now has been taken out. And if you think your name is out and you exist, you come out, we put your name back and pay you retroactively. So all of those things. So those are policy change. Those are structural change within government, unlike the other government. So when you say structural change, sometimes you won't see it, but you feel the impact, and that is the impact the Liberian people are trying to feel. And sometimes change doesn't just come easily. Change comes with lots of challenges. To have a very good country, there has to be challenge.
Dave, before we bring Gabriel in here, Matthew Tally been following us here. So he asked a question: where does the drug go after arresting?
You say what?
Where does the drugs go after they make arrest?
When the drug is arrested, it is first kept for. I will just tell you the scenario here. When the drugs is being confiscated from the dealers, it is first being kept into a safe place as a means of confining and concealing evidence. When that process is over, and what most of all in Liberia don't understand is that once you catch the drugs, you should just go and destroy it. No, you don't do that. And even here in the United States, you don't do that. That drugs that is being confiscated from the dealer is being placed into a concealed area that is used for evidence base. And once the case of that particular incident is over, then they come together. The Department of Correction will have a way to bring the entire drugs, to bring it. So that is the same process in Liberia. So when that drugs is being confiscated and it's concealed for evidence, after that, it will be burned. And when they are burning it, sometimes they don't call you to say, "Yo, everybody come and see," or you go on television or show it. So yeah, that is a process. Unless the person who is asking the question have anything different, but that has been a process. Sometimes it's not public, as if you choose not to. So, but that how it's been.
Thank you. All right, Mr. James Gabriel, are you ready? You are not audible. Can you
Dave did not grade. Can Dave grade, please? He didn't give up grading.
Yeah, so while we still are waiting James Gabriel to unmute himself, Dave, so overall a grade here, letter grade here for the first 100 days, what would you give the puppy?
The overall grading for the president is B-.
Okay, so you gave B-. Agosto gave a solid C, Pastor Sosa gave a D. So right now, as we see from the panelists, the president is still scoring within his 100 days. So we want to bring James Gabriel on, but unfortunately, he went off the stage. So let's reach out to Mr. Isaac Sando. Sando, fired up. As the 100 days.
When I start talking, brother James will come here again. Say, "Oh, let's get a man small time if he can."
My man, come man. Why you with him? All of you are there.
Hey, he won't be the last. That's it.
All of you are here. Oh, don't be afraid.
We can't keep the show mute.
The man will be the last.
Last for what? Yeah. All of you are there. You're looking for a bill.
With you now.
The men are wise men. Wise men always be the last.
Man, I said, come on, man. Let me get what we want to say. Come get your
Okay.
Come bring your A for John. Come on, Isaac.
Oh, split protect me.
So, Sando, your man, James Gabriel is having some technical issues. Yeah, so can you come on here because you know the show is a 2-hour segment here, and but I'm loving the assessment, but so far, like I said, right now, based on the pundits' assessment, we have 2 pundits pretty much have given the Pape passing grade. So we want to hear from you and Mr.
Who can he passing grade?
Mr. Gahin C. And
I get it, man.
B-. It's a passing grade. C is a passing grade.
I can see B a passing grade.
C is a passing grade.
C a pass.
C is a passing grade.
It's a passing grade.
I had a C in all of my class. I didn't have to repeat it.
Yeah, Pastor Sosa.
It's a passing grade.
George Bush, the former Bush, was a C.
Give me a D says a passing grade.
Yeah, he was
no.
He became president.
D is not a passing grade.
No, D is a passing grade, but C is a passing grade.
You see,
No,
Pastor Sosa, it depends on the
D
course.
is the passing grade. It
If the
depends on
Pastor
the professor.
Success,
Host, can you
if that
prepare me
subject is
now,
your
please?
major, is that why you are majoring in college? That, for instance, you are doing a business and you have a C in a business course, it's almost like a fitting grade. And if you choose, you can go and repeat that class.
But the one who
Host,
talking
can
that
you
major, we
protect?
talking that
Host,
100
can
days
you
period that
protect?
the major.
Well,
Host, can you protect me?
Yeah, well, gentlemen, you guys are eating into Isaac Town.
No,
My
that
man,
general time we take. Get
I
me
said a
asset time.
wise man.
I say running away from reality.
Eh,
Just
I said a
reality.
Y'all
wise
mute
man.
yourself now. Let me come in now.
Yeah, but can
Because
Isaac,
we getting echo.
because you guys have to mute yourself. Isaac, say you want to hold on here. Let's welcome Solomon from Liberia. He just waking up. Let's bring him in quick. All right. Yeah, I say thank you for your patience. So, Solo, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can get you loud and clear.
All right. I know you just waking up, and good morning.
Yeah, good morning, bro.
The people that bring current or currency out.
Quarantine about an hour ago, and due to the heavy downpour of rain, they left.
Don't care excuse. Correct on.
Oh, you see, the whole quarantine, I don't know why the rescue team is not doing that best. But anyway,
No, they don't not correct one now.
thank you for joining us. We are on the third question discussion here. Give us a fair assessment, especially you are on ground. When you are
Angel, the man gotta go come back. We got an echo.
no, after the man starts speaking, I will unmute myself. Okay, let me see. Yeah. So I'm muted the man right now. So after when he start to speak, I will mute myself. Not on me, but I'll mute myself. So I know nobody hearing the echo now. So give out a fair assessment, especially you are on ground, you are following things, you are on top of things here. 100-day assessment. Give out a 100-day assessment. And at the end of your assessment, after breaking things down, then you give out a letter grade here of the paper or the UP level government. Fire it up.
Let me say hi to my colleague panelists, and let me commend you guys for the level of effort you have applied to keep the show on. But frankly speaking, this 100 days deliverable isn't moving well. And for me, I made the projection stand back. I said it that this deliverable was going to get some hindrances. And every situation or every plane has challenges. And these challenges are clearly manifested with the way it's been processed. What do I mean? The Joseph Boaga-led government is a government of, could we say, inclusion, and with that, you have people from diverse background with different ideology on board, not coming forth with the real ideology of UP or the president. And so the manner and form is started on a very high pace. But then at a certain point in time, either due to financial issues or lack of technicality, has slowed the 100 days deliverable achievement. But the note in terms of percentage, I think they will end up at 60 or 65, somewhere around there. Yeah. To be brief, they will end up at 60 or 65. But with regards to the the
Is that a C
achievement,
or D?
well, I could say a D.
Okay. Let
Yeah.
let's break things down. Let's start with the agricultural sector. 100 days. How you doing the agricultural sector?
Well, the agricultural sector, when you speak about the 100 days, I think they made some game. Yeah, I think they made some game. What do I mean? Currently, there's a grant for Liberian farmers through the agriculture ministry that's ongoing from the World Bank. All you have to do is have a registered farm, and then you can send a proposal to the agriculture ministry and World Bank, and it can be processed, and you can get a grant. And I
Okay.
think it was a
Let me hold you there. Since we are on a national platform, I know you just waking up. Go ahead and come back. Yeah, just put a shirt on. Because I know you
okay,
just
great.
yeah.
Great.
Thank you. Let's give us at least less than 1 minute. He will come back. Mr. Jeans.
The man
Mr.
working
Jeans.
out, yo.
Yeah, the man just wake you up. He's sweating, Yeah, so I mean, he went to go. Yeah, because
You could go behind the camera though.
huh?
You could
There's
go
no
behind the camera
firm.
and talk.
The man hot.
No, the man hard. I mean, I could
But I
see
mean, you
that.
could go behind the camera and talk.
Well, I mean, he will put on his shirt and come back. So while we are waiting, Soto will come back here on the Sano here because James gave her to. He's having technical problem here. Sano, we want you to be fair here. Give her your fair assessment here, not based on party politics here. Based on fair assessment. What you see and what you see the country, the direction the country going here.
Okay, thank you, host. And I wanted to respond to Brother Augusta before I even go to my assessment, right? Because I listened to Augustus. I think Augusta is playing the hopeful Liberian part. He just hopeful because when I listen to his whole cases, like he don't have concrete evidence, but he just hopeful that the paper is doing the right thing. You understand? But the man will say here and say President Weah was not informing the people in terms of disaster. Under President Weah, we had one of the biggest disasters, which was COVID. And during the time of COVID, I happened to be in Liberia. Safety measures were in place. I challenge anybody that were in Liberia in 2020 that you can go to any large gathering, even to the bank. There was line where people got to wash their hands before you do anything. And when I left from Liberia, I came to America. Liberia was taking safety precaution more than America. Because America, I think I went to the hospital, I tell them I came for international visit. They say you not get no symptom, go back home. You understand? If it was Liberia, you will not be going home, you will be going to quarantine. But we have a government or people that claim they were so educated, they were elites. They're the one that can lead the country. We get in the country. They stay saying, Jowia. No. You said President Weah was not good. This is why you gave our country to Bwaka. You leave Jowia. You forget about Jowia. You got the ball. You control the ball. You will not say, oh, because Jowia did this. If we keep doing that, if we keep that mindset, we will only be setting a low standard for the current administration to not even strive, to not try, because you're already making an excuse for them. So, on that backdrop, I would just say, people Augusta, you forget about Jowia, you focus on our country because you give all the paper, you better push the paper, beat the paper on the ball, let him perform. Because at the end of the day, for his first 100-day deliverables, I think it's laughable for people to even sit down here and say Joseph Boakai. The country on stand still. Nothing working. You understand?
It's on the autopilot.
In our first 100 days, we were talking about building 14 military hospital. Joseph Boakai delegating police boots. And you still got people that are saying the country is moving forward. How we truthful to our country? The country, we got people that Joseph Boakai said he came to come rescue the country. He firing over 40,000 people, but giving Senegalese men job. How are you rescuing the country? Like people can speak English, but they don't know the definition. That's just my understanding now, because I feel like all our educated people, they employ all the big vocabularies, but don't understand the meaning. Because if you say you can't rescue somebody, you will not be taking job from their money and giving it to other people. And some people, when you say, oh, I hear Augusta say the people dancers. No, they're not dancers. They're going to fire 40,000 people and bring in another 40,000 people. That deal will cover hole. So before y'all start defending the government, I just think y'all need to do some fast checking. And our country not going nowhere. They say Joseph Boakai said that no car will get stuck in the mud after 100 days. After 100 days, now they try to modify it and say Dave Cooley just said they will greater the road, it will be up to standard, no pothole. The Joseph Boakai talk about pothole, or he say mud. Or now you're not trying to Joseph Boakai mouthpiece. You understand? So it's about time y'all be honest. Y'all be truthful to our country. That only Liberia we have. For me, I'm not praying for Joseph Boakai to fail, because when Joseph Boakai fails, Liberia fails. I want Joseph Boakai to succeed. But at the same time, when he don't succeed, he make it easier for my candidate. And we can only say that here and sugarcoat it, but me, I'm not living in hope. We know what president we are left Liberia. We know what Liberia is at. Liberia is at a standstill. Nothing working. The people houses are burning every day. And you know Joseph Boakai are bien. The only reason why Joseph Boakai went to Fanatic Kofa house is because he know his budget is on the floor. So he go sympathize. So he thinks that he will pass that budget. You don't know the paper, eh? Me, I can calculate the paper. I studied the paper, the book. They can say that here and say Joseph Boakai not traveling, but Joseph Boakai's son is traveling all over. And this is not information that is hiding. It's on the internet. Joseph Boakai's son not buy house in America, but you're worried about President we are building in Liberia. When the Joseph Boakai's son, I don't know, they may say they may have 14 drugs. What kind of drugs they 14? You mean the 14 money I sell for the drugs? Alaji Kroma and Fadiga brothers. Fadiga brother now working directly with Joseph Boakai's son. I don't know what his name said.
Tatan or Jojo?
Jojo. Okay? The man is transporting drugs for Jojo from the airport straight to Jojo. So how the hell they telling me say my man, they can catch the drug, then they put the drug right by in the street. So how are they fighting drugs? People stay on drugs in Liberia. They will show the people there, they will show somebody here today, they arrest drugs, but you will not see where the drug go, you will not see where the money go. How is Joseph Boakai performing? AJ, you know, during President Weah time when he was building the invisible park, right? They said this man was not educated, the invisible park was in the wrong place. Today, Joseph Boakai then charging $300, 300 labor day in order for people to enter into the invisible park. How is Joseph Boakai working? The country stands still. Why you think that African people not giving up Corey again like they're supposed to? Because they went there, the Joseph Boakai they went there and made be more, they can't live up to their promises. You understand? So that where we are, our country is after 100 days, I beg you, man. The only thing that you see what's going on now, they say government is continuative, right? Those were projects that President we are already signed. Okay, let's just wait and see. After 1
I
year,
say, can
2
I
years,
buttress
if
you
those
if
projects,
you don't mind?
huh?
Can I take 1 minute of time, buttress, to say something quick?
Go ahead.
Hold on.
I listen to
No, hold on.
the public work.
Hold on. You can't say anything now. I finish too.
Oh, but I said time borrowed, and now your time, my man. Why you behaving enough for Dave?
Okay, go ahead.
Oh God. And exactly what you said, what I left out. The public work minister, they asking today on spoon. He said we're not going to sign new contract. There are a lot of road projects that are going on in the country. We're going to maintain them. So that tells the spirit of the Father, Georgia was doing something. Check on that statement of the public work minister. It tells you that they came to power on deception because they said we're not doing anything. Now they're confessing to they can't sign no new contract because there are a lot of road projects that are ongoing in the country. You want to make sure those projects finish before they go into new one. That's a part and a bravo. But Dave, no, not coming and made it.
No, what is public work minister?
And then before you come, let me provide a lot of information. I don't know if you all know that this government met brand new 27F moving equipment that the government brought in the country before the election. They will tell you that people, they say we don't want anything. But these are the equipment you see plying the roads. These are not private equipment, these are government owned equipment. But they were not talking. Go ahead, Dave.
Okay.
No, why you call Dave? I gave him a time.
Oh, sorry. I said, I tell over.
Okay,
You just borrow 1 minute from Isaac time. Let Isaac conclude here. So Isaac, give us
Mama,
overall.
Dave, that your brother gave you 1 minute, maybe.
Yeah, no.
no, when I finish, my man, I come in finish.
Yeah, he gave us a letter grade, please.
So like I was saying, AJ, they want behind me thing you want me graded man. I'll get it man. I have F with BB flat wings on it. I get it, papi. F. The country on stand still. What you are grading? The police boot or the 40,000 people he firing because it's like AJ. We should not just get grade because we want to make people feel fine. What is the country like? How is Rest Press right now? Gasoline. Since Joseph Boga took over the country, economy have gotten worse. You understand? So what are they in a man on? The F.
All right, so folks, as you can see here, according to the panelists that are on the stage right now, we have 2F from 2 other panelists from Joseph Boga, and no, we have 1F, we have 1D, and we have a B minus, and we have a C, solid C. So right now is you know,
Me, I
50
think
50.
James will get F2 because me,
No,
I can
wait. All these schools, if you combine them and divide by how many all start to be full and divide by 4, that may fail.
So, but this is what this is my own just overall assessment, and I will be very objective here. 100 days is equivalent to 3 months.
10 days.
Yeah, 10 days, and to pretty much give him a letter grade is kind of hard, because within 100 days, a new leadership still putting things together. Because they are not running a community center or just a handful organization. They are running a country. All right. Yeah. In America, I know in the US they try to give the president at least 6 months. All right. They can do a pre-assessment on the first 100 days, but they can still give the president the benefit of the doubt. Okay. So we understand that Mr. Braga is things are all over the place, but I told me he's still putting things together. He's still trying to put the puzzle together and make sure things are getting in the right place. But with that said, is there's a lot of people from the diaspora that are pretty much micromanaging that puppy. I don't know, behind the scene. Okay, So yeah, there are a lot of people, that came from the diaspora that pretty much are giving a high hope, and so he will make an appointment, he will fire. He will make an appointment, he will fire. So, looking at the puppet age, I know some a little bit, become perplexed, at a certain time. But he's a very, intelligent man. I hope he will be able to look at things in a broader perspective for the benefit, not only for his leadership or his UP-led government, but the benefit of Liberians. Because when you are president, you don't look at party politics again. Yeah, you are still affiliated with that political group, but you are not serving those people. You are serving Liberians. You are serving Liberians from different political groups. So you should look at the bigger picture. At the end of the day, Liberian people, voted for him, but still, George Weah was still going to win the election. If Nimba County was not going to vote for the Pape, because it was shocking that incumbent lost, but still he won by a narrow. He didn't beat George Weah by a landslide. So citizens are watching, other Liberians are watching, saying, okay, we want to change. We voted for this Pape. We hope that things will improve, especially he ran on, a rescue mission. So to me, as a Liberian who pretty much live in the diaspora and seeing how things unfolding, I'm still giving him the benefit of the doubt. Even though our things are not where it's supposed to be now, but I'm still giving the benefit of the doubt. After 6 months, we'll do a full assessment. We'll come back on the show here and do a full assessment. But gentlemen, thank you for your.
What's the letter grade?
Right now, I can't get it, Papi.
No.
You can't do that to us. You can't do that to us, Mr. Host.
No.
You can't do that to us.
No, you got to give a letter.
I'm the host of the show. I can't give a letter.
No, you got to give a letter grade, Diddy. You have already given your assessment.
Dave, Mr. Dave or AJ.
Yes.
AJ, 1 second. AJ.
Yes.
Before you leave or before we leave?
No, I'm not.
When we leave, I know before we leave, or let's say when we leave, I will post one information in the chat when I want everybody to read it.
Okay.
The old man, Joe, we have one of our people with 37,000 votes in 300,000 votes in 2017. In 2023, out of the 300,000, he came back and he won.
Well, how many?
He won with like 17,000 votes. It was less than 20,000.
That's the margin?
Yeah. Now, in the Omen camp, a friend of mine called Bobby Livingstone, he was the PRO for National Election Commission during 2017? No, 2011 election. The man one of the prosecutor for the Guru Mususka case. And because those guys run the Guru Mususka guilty, do you know the Omen appointed that man, and when he realized that the man was on that or prosecutor or team, he withdrew the man appointment? So what I'm trying to say in short here is that the way they are proceeding, if they continue, they are paving a landslide victory for George Weah come back. I'm telling you. Nimba already trying to have the issue the way with the whole walk around code. So let's continue the way they proceed. Me, I'm happy, to be honest with you. I'm happy. Because we'll come back and do the good thing we're doing for the country, do all of them, they didn't see it. But you have to create a paper, my man. You can't do that to us.
You have to.
Victor.
Yeah, let me finish now. Pastor
Victor, practice what you preach.
No, Pastor Sosa took some of my time.
Yeah, but you got to grade it, man.
No, Pastor Sosa's always saying that he don't like interruption, but he took some of my time.
You just said, Jeremy, thank you for coming tonight.
The pastor, man. The pastor.
No way. The man said, Jeremy, thank you for coming today. I know you're about to end the show. I will keep in. Then I don't
want to end the show. I just said, thank you for your assessment. I was going to give.
Okay, I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry.
Give me a letter.
Yeah.
We're listening for the school. Sorry.
Yeah. Yes. In giving the paper a letter grade, from what I'm, seeing, reading, observing, I will give you a C-. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I come in, my man, please? Can I come in?
Yes.
The man, only one B. You go with one B.
Yeah,
No whole show.
I will give the papi a C, man, but the show still continues. You know, go
I
ahead.
think.
It's time for rebuttal now.
All right. I would like to start on George Weah. I think when George Weah come back, he's gonna be a much different president. He's gonna be a very experienced president. He knows that the Liberian people love him, but love is not just enough. I think he's actually understand that because love is not just enough to actually be a president. I think he will be a much better president in the next 6 years. And I think when he run in 2029, that part not going to run again. Nimba and Fredo war crown code, so they are very angry, so they are very angry. So 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 Nimba is going to vote for that part again. So he's in a much better chance, and we actually bring people who is actually who is what's the words I want to use should have network, you know
And qualify.
and qualify.
But what happened?
He shouldn't come back again and exclude diaspora Liberians. That's what he did. He excluded bulk of the people from here. He marginalized them. They are chairman of the CDC USA that left the entire job, went back home. He didn't give that man job. And I will tell people, diaspora Liberians are the most powerful Liberian. They don't vote. We don't vote. We are now active down there, but we are the most powerful Liberian. So if anybody who wants to be a leader, you cannot fight the people in the US. You cannot fight them because you know what happened? Everybody know how to talk. And the people back home, they listen to us. I can call 20 people to vote for me, and they're going to vote in that direction. So George Weah have experience now, and I think when he come back, he will be a much better president. I just believe it, and he shouldn't get all God who did it crying, meditate, how you call him? Say how
Forget about knee, my man. Forget about knee.
Isaac, how do you call you? Meditate or Amuya? Amuya?
My man, we are the gladiator.
But again, Joseph Walker.
He can't come back. Don't even tell you that you'll come back. You can't come back.
He can come back.
You go.
He will not come back. I'm telling you.
No, George, we are coming back.
We already have strategy in place that we're making now to come back.
George, we are coming back. George, we are coming back.
We already have
the reason. Can you let me laugh, please? Yeah.
Augusta, let me tell you, John will make sure that John will not come back because
is that a witch hunt?
Listen, we're going to make
is that a witch hunt?
It's not a witch hunt, but
it's
we'll
what?
make sure that he will pay back all his stolen money. He will be completely financially depleted before.
No,
you lie. You can't.
Dave, I disagree with you.
All right,
Dave, I disagree with you.
All right,
when we are come back, for me, he will be a much better. He will be a much better leader.
We are right now. We're talking about the current leadership, but let's.
They're not coming back.
Yeah, but the current
let's bring Solomon
leadership
assessment.
Huh?
Let's bring Solo on to finish his assessment.
Can I close?
No, but you are.
Let me close, my man. Don't
But
cut
But
me
you
Yeah,
off.
let
man,
the
get a
whole
rebuttal, man.
nigga
Get
by
a
your own
rebuttal.
CDC.
Yeah.
That
Give me
man get a rebuttal.
a reporter. We're gonna
Go
make it.
ahead.
me
You
already
can't
close.
give
The
me a
person
rebuttal over
get deep.
5
But man,
minutes.
tell you get crowd too, man. Can't tell you get reported.
Bro, what
Yeah,
I mean,
man.
I want to
Yeah.
rebut. I say, you don't even allow me to rebut. I say,
Yeah, it's there, man.
The
Give
time
my
pass.
assessment before your
you go
rebuttal.
right. You may I say go run away from my hand.
No, I say we'll come back. Augusto, go ahead with your rebuttal. Because I'm not sure whether you driving out 22 wheelers in the morning.
Oh
I was not in Oregon area with that mountain yet.
no, my man. I'm in Des Moines right now.
Go ahead with your rebuttal.
But anyway, my man, it was a good day. Scotia, like I said, I am a Liberian first. I pull Liberian first, and I will always pull Liberian first. I'm non-partisan, and Joseph Braga. Let's pray for Joseph Braga. Let him do a good job.
Why you pay for
Uh,
job we are?
I pray for John Weir. I pray for John Weir for 3 years until he start breaking his houses. The moment he start breaking houses, I turn on my back.
But
I'm
the
a
open
realist,
about
man.
in about having mother house. No,
I'm a realist. I love
I
Weir.
just telling you, every buy having mother house. He bought a style house.
But my man, I'm tired. I have a trip tomorrow morning. But I
He
will be
got low in the
watching
truck.
you, man.
He got low in the truck.
No, I will be watching you.
But I
You
want to
take
ask you
care.
a question. You're like in Iowa there.
All right, Augusta, thank you. But let's let's solo
Can
complete
I
his.
ask? Can I ask before Augusta the man? I wanted to ask your question since you're in Iowa.
Yeah, I think we'll get to you guys for your closing statement. But let's solo do the assessment. Then from there, he will pretty much give his closing statement too. Then we go ahead. You are not audible.
Yeah, I said thank you once again. Like I was saying, um, the deliverables are are not really achievable in bulk, but I think some are achievable. And what are those things that are on the docket? There are 15 key things that are within the 100 days deliverables. 15 key objectives. But for the sake of time, I think I could name 10, and then we look among them, and the public can assess them for themselves and see how really it looked like. We got number one, pliable road conditions to all capital cities. Pliable and accessible road conditions to all capital cities. That's number one. And number two is restore pipe-borne water in Kakata. Restore
Why
pipe-borne
only
water in
Canada?
Kakata. Come again?
Why only Canada?
Well, um, because Kakata is depleted of pipe-borne water altogether.
And then
But
we go ahead.
let's listen first. Um, payment of all scholarships arrear, international and local students. Payment of all scholarships arrear, local and international students. Clean memorial of dikes and fields. Improve water supply to Bourgeois Island. Improve water supply to Bourgeois Island. Clean all sewage and spillage in Central Morovia. Create a centralized platform for all financial transactions. Create a centralized platform for all financial transactions. Equip 9 county service centers. Yeah. Equip 9 county service centers. They got reduce illegal trade and illicit drugs, reduce illegal trade and the use of illegal substances, then improve the meteorology at RRA. So, all of the 15, I just named 10. And I think, like I said, all of these 15 or 10, there are bulk of them that are achievable. And with that being said, they cannot be achieved 100% each of them. For example, pavement, for example, pliable road conditions to all capital cities, that cannot be achieved 100%. But to somehow, and I think from the objective background, they are doing somehow well. But with the weather condition, like I said, when that was mentioned from the onset of the 100 days delay from a background, I knew that that identical objective wouldn't have been achieved. For the fact that Liberia has a lot of dense forests. Whether rain or dry, it keeps raining and the soils are wet at most time. And with those conditions, the pliable road conditions and accessible road conditions to all capital cities could not be achieved, even though they would try to achieve some. And
go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay. And then clean the spillage and sewages in Morovia. That is achievable as totally achievable. Restore power and water to Kakata is also achievable. I think it's 90% done right now. Payment of all scholarship school fees is also achievable. There are information in the public that there are scholarships available to Morocco right now, to other countries around. The Education Ministry have announced these scholarships are available, and interested people can apply. But just that it is because of the age range and the time of graduation could be a hindrance for some students who graduated 4 or 5 years ago. Some high school students, to be exact.
When the program started?
This program started about 10 days ago. I must be exact, 10 days ago.
Can I inject if you don't mind?
Go hold your peace, Chief. I will conclude and you will inject. Reduce illegal trade and the use of illegal substances.
Oh, go to bed.
I think it's also achievable. I think it's also achievable. As we all aware, the current DA's boss is very robust and he's fighting he's on the right trajectory with regards to the reduction of illegal substances. And as we also speak, all illicit mining and trades are being placed on hold, and businesses are now on course with regards to registration. And the improvement of the meteorology at the RIA is also well on course. I got a friend of mine who worked there from the DA sector, and he confirmed it. So, like I said, right now, if we must grade them, even though it's like 10 more days or 8 more days to the 100 days, I stand to be corrected. It should be 10 or 9 more days to the 100 days. If we must grade them at this point, I think we can safely say 60 or 65. So I will pause for now.
So sister and 65, you're giving him a solid C or C?
It's a minor C.
C. Yeah, C.
Okay. So we have 2 solid C. We have 1 C minus.
My sister, that's a D. Where you come from with C?
Yeah, we have 1 D.
Anything sister, not C, that D.
That D.
D is a failing grade. Sister, a failing grade in our Liberia school system.
So in American school systems.
No, we're not America. We're not including America here. We're not including
No,
America.
but
We're
even
in
in
abroad.
America, sister, now let's see.
Sister is a C, it's a D.
Okay, gentlemen, we're going to do our concluding statement tonight, and we're going to get each person.
Yeah, I don't want to start the concluding statement. I don't want to start.
No, me, I'm 1 hour ahead of you.
Yeah, I said we're only doing 3 to 5 minutes. Yeah, concluding statement. You can rebut anyone that spoke earlier, or you can just, talk about any of those topics that we covered. We'll start with Pastor Susan. You were the first that came on the show. Go ahead.
Thank you, AJ. Do you want to go mute?
No, but
Okay, thank you.
Pastor been starting 18. Let somebody else start this.
I don't want to hear for a good come for it.
No, but come first. We're not getting first.
Are your people are they?
Okay, go ahead.
The two party member fighting among themselves.
But man, we can't even fight it. I'll get to our party.
No unity among them.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you. But let me say this. Sometimes it takes tears off my eyes when I see people navigate the way they navigate the affairs of Liberia. With all politics aside, honestly speaking, my brother Sororo come here tonight and talk about Morocco scholarship have been announced. You know when I started this scheme being the military education, you know when it started? You know how many Liberians have benefited from that scholarship? You want Alioune to Omen Baka 100-day delivery? Are you guys serious? They are Liberian right now. If they can even admit, at certain point, I was at 2002 or 2001, students on the same program in Morocco were complaining that government had not paid their tuition for certain time and they needed. The foreign minister had to fly there to settle that issue. That scheme started, even Joey had brought it. It started in Manuseri regime. The only thing Joey initiated were people who went through the wire when you come with Division 1. The government automatically fly you out of Liberia, you go to your BSc in foreign land. That was Joey project that he initiated. But that Morocco scholarship, you can't talk about it tonight. Go back into the research when our scholarship started. You will not do the thing to our country. You bring it here, you see that Omen Baka 100-day deliverable. It's just breaking. You also talk about agriculture. If you're talking about farming, people giving loan and what? Yes, I say in the formative state, they are not even have one bilateral, convincing bilateral meeting to certain funding for certain, various states of our country. And you talk about agriculture. Then it should better be the city public minister talk to you that the kind of project they met in the Ministry of Public Works, they will not sign no new contract right now. They will continue with those projects. That's the same thing you talk about Ministry of Agriculture. And you want to say it's only back 100-day deliverable. The only thing for me right now, like Dave said today, the reason I get an OMC is very simple, right? I'm not owing the OMC for anything right now. I'm not owing him for good governance. I'm not owing him for this. I'm holding him accountable for the thing that came from his mouth. If you know that really sister or whatever, I may be going for the somebody here, and you turn and Liberian people, they're asking over and over. They said there will be no car get stopped in major role in the country. That's the only thing holding it on. I know there are other laws, but that particular one, that's a me which I can see. So do your scholarship thing, your opinion. You talk about national development, talk about scholarship, and then the RA technology. You're stop, man. You're stop. That the rescue there. You didn't make mention of the for some 1,000 people they come pour out the job. You don't make mention of the kid job issue where police want to kill people. Our country right now, in this area with the motorcyclists, they are. I don't want to talk about. I get lost, man. Seriously, I'm disappointed. Seriously, I'm frustrated. In fact, I'm frustrated. Yeah, amen.
Who's next?
I go to sleep.
Who's next?
You muted AJ.
AJ muted.
No, I said, Solo wanted to, do you want to do a rebuttal to what Pastor Sosa just mentioned?
Yeah.
All
Now
right,
let me
go
do it in my closing. Let me do that in my closing. Let Isaac go ahead.
Okay, thank you.
Well, gentlemen, I want to say thank you for everybody for taking time out. I get the echo. Yeah, I want to say thanks to everyone for taking time out their busy schedule for us, all of us being here to have this discussion. Is very much needed because we are at a critical junction in our country. Because at the end of the day, when I know what our country just on standby, just a generator. So, but you see, like what Pastor Sussman was just saying, right? I find it laughable that even the people that defending the papi think they know better than the papi. To a point where the papi will say one thing and they can say another thing because they're trying to modify what the papi is saying. When Joseph Boga said 100 days, Joseph Boga did not even list two things. But they brother, they PR right here. PR nursing. PR nursing account with 15 things. He already lists what he knows say they want when you go, you can verify it small. They think that propaganda. But Joseph Boga say in 100 days, no car will hit in the mud. This I quote, in 100 days, no car will hit in the mud. If brother Nelson here can be wise enough and know say that was Joseph Boga was talking out of the blue, because when you look at the rainy season, you look at the weather condition, you know this is not possible. That's where Nelson was coming from. And this is why you see Nelson trying to turn it around and do a PR job and make it low farm. But the paper said in 100 days, no car will hit. Like your pliable roads, and I know Joseph Boga used that pliable road in him up, or you just came up with that. But you know, sometimes this is the library we find ourselves in. And some of us, we're not distracted, we are not deterred, and we'll hold the government feet to the fire. Some of us now want Joseph Boga more fail, because when Joseph Boga fail, library fail. We want him to succeed. But at the same time, when he do bad, it's better for me, trust me, because he make my job easy. So on that note, I will say thank you guys. And Dave, today, pa, I will tell you, you will keep saying, oh, we bad president, we are, but at least today, you were on the right side. So I applaud you for that. So when you can, you might attack me like a baby. Brother Nessie, I mean, I'm going to take job where they get some job, then when you take it again, just be making yourself low bow. You already not tell your men working in the DEA. So when I expect you to say the DEA bar, but the DEA said 40 money, I said. So it how to defend lies. So on that note, I will tell everybody thank you. And y'all have a good night from wherever you may be finding yourself. AJ said gone. But nothing we can't hear you. You gotta unmute.
Or Dave, you want to do a party comment?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Dave.
What's brother Dave?
Huh?
I think Dave can do his.
You can hear me?
Dave
Yeah,
now
we hear you now.
bill, so
You can
they
hear Dave. Go ahead.
get on the phone. You can't use
Well,
video.
gentlemen, I just want to say thank you to all of you that was on the show tonight. I came late. AJ, so you going to
Hello.
Am I hosting this Sunday?
Yes. So we are starting a new schedule. And I think you have a different segment. The name of the segment is going to fall in the Scene Network, but you have a different
Yeah.
segment. You will announce the segment and talk about little about this
But
subject.
Nimba shows Junior Party rescue team
I
here.
will, will this, I will disclose that tomorrow or in on our meeting before the time.
Okay, yeah, but
But
this,
I just
this
want to say thank you. I just want to say thank you to all of you tonight for the strong participation, the strong showing. But gentlemen, sometimes we just got to have an open mind when we have the discussion. It's nothing has to do with nothing of politics, I mean, partisan, because I know that my citizen brother will always think that the best thing that ever happened to Liberia is George Weah. So, but we know that there was some major flaw that followed by George Weah during his 6 years term as president, which nobody want to speak about. But we, as on the other side of the political spectrum, we know that Joseph Boakai is now uh, perfect. He can make mistakes, and I know there has been some other mistakes that he has also, made in the past, and sometimes some of those mistakes he continue to make. But we are making progress. The only good thing is that when you made a mistake, and as a human being, if you can acknowledge the mistake and make correction, that is even far better. And that is what this government is trying to do. President Bouaka, when he said no car will get stuck on any major highway in Liberia, the layman take it as putting quota on all the streets in Monrovia or all the major highway in Liberia. That's how they took it. But you're actually, if you really analyze that statement, you're actually referring to bringing Liberia back to the baseline, where whether it was rainy season, whether it was dry season, car was still moving on all our major highway in Liberia and they would not get stuck. And that's what he was referring to. But anyway, people would take it to be another way they say that, or the president said no car will get stuck in the mud. And as we listen to the Minister of Public Affairs today, he told us there's work going on as we are speaking right now. $22 million was budgeted for reconstructing our roads and and fixing the roads. Out of that 22 million, about 8 million has now been disbursed and given to the contractors. Their machine been put around the country and work is going on. So I want all of us to take note of that. In terms of fighting drugs and crime in Liberia, the president is making some changes, so making some headway. We know that LADEA is being challenged by so many on so many fronts, either within or without. And the means to fight drugs go along with having money budgeting. The department does not have all of the capabilities to fight drugs, but they are doing their best to make sure that Liberia is drug free. And it's not going to take one day. It's not going to take 2 days. It's an entire process. I remember in the 1990s during Clinton time when the U.S. started to fight drugs, and that's why we see all the incarceration of all the youth, the black kids here in America that were here in the 90s. In fact, Clinton was being held responsible for one of those things. So fighting a war on drugs is not an easy thing. In every major country and developed country, it's a hard thing. Not to talk much about Liberia, that is just really struggling in terms of financial, the budgeting and other things. So, well, it's going to take time, and with the support we all can make, I know things going to get better in Liberia under this leadership. President Bouaka is not perfect, but I want I'm sure that to carry out a infrastructure and policy change, it comes with lots of challenges, and those are the challenges the president is facing at this point. And I'm sure there are better days ahead for Liberia, and I know things will be better under the president. So let us continue to pray for our country, pray for the people back home in Liberia as they go through the changes, because changes it comes with lots of sacrifice. And in order to achieve all of those things, there will be lots of sacrifice along the way. Some people will feel hurt, other will be marginalized. But sometimes that's how it is. So I mean, so let us just pray for the best that things will work out good. It is just only 3 months into this government, so we shouldn't really we don't lose sight that we can't compare 3 months to 6 years at this point. So, but we know that the president can do much more better with the support of other us. And I have full confidence in President Bouaka that there will be some real change coming to Liberia. There will be no business as usual. And we look forward to, you know, working on this show here and making sure we are breaking facts and being realistic to our people. So next coming Sunday, hopefully I will be the host of
Well,
this show,
they
Current
will
Situation.
marginalize us on our other show.
No, I will not mention. I will try to make sure I will bring everybody on, give everybody their fair share. Pastor Foster, you will speak as much as you want. Sando will speak as much as he wants. Isaac and everybody will have the first share to speak. In fact, I will speak just the way I'm speaking tonight. For me, I tell anybody say I'm not so much into politics. I don't work for government. I here in America here push my own cartoon here. Pay my bill. When government come in Liberia, I don't go to Liberia to go get job or nobody bother me. So I make my little 1 2 cents. I survive. But we all do all of these things because we want to see that better life will be happening in Liberia. Because one things are better in Liberia, you and myself here in America, our daughters are safe. You don't have to send money to Liberia every now and then because people will have the opportunity to earn their own money and be able to work. So that when Liberia is better, it means here financially we will also be better. So, and that's why we all pray for, and that's why all of us here every night we share different ideas, and we don't expect all of us to have all of the ideas together. We can't. I will not always support Pastor Success. Pastor Success will not always support me. But in different opinions and different ideas, that's where unity is built. So, gentlemen, I want to say thank you tonight and have a very good night.
Thank you. Uh, Now we will hear from Solomon Hooks for his closing statement.
Okay. Once again, I want to say thank you. Um,
They
you
play the
know,
bombardment from them.
and let me apologize for coming up late. You know, our time and your time are quite different. I just tried to take a little nap so that I can catch up with the 2 o'clock time, and then I got carried away. But howbeit, I think the show was wonderful, and I must commend everyone who participated and make their point. Um, we will not always have our views go in the same direction. Secondly, I hail from a civil society background. For that reason, I chose not to join any political party because in our setting, our political parties, um, we want to or normally indoctrinate people with their ideology, and it is based on this ideology that you surround your arguments. And for me, I do freelancing. I want to be a free thinker. It is on that basis that I have a affiliate of any political party. But what I try to say is when you do a careful look at the when you itemize the 100 days deliverable agenda, when you look at the items carefully, where the item that attract my attention is creating a centralized system for all financial transaction. A centralized system for all financial transaction. When I saw that, and when I also noticed the issue about reactivating or making the service centers in 9 counties active, I knew that Waka will offer something great. But you know, somebody said, um, somebody said I'm a defender, and well, like I said, our views we're not always going the same direction, and I want to be objective, and that's the reason why when there are points, I will always tell you that well, there are points. The issue of the rule, when you look at the agenda carefully, no car will get stuck in parenthesis. It's in parenthesis. when you go somewhere, when you go, for example, to the police station or somewhere and make a statement, they say, write your statement. After the verbal statement of President Boakai, the written one says, pliable and accessible road condition to all counties, capital cities. You and I know it's not possible for all of the roads in the entire country to be pliable in 100 days. So it's on that note that it was written down so that we can hold him accountable for what was written down, that pliable road conditions to all counties, capital cities. And it's unfortunate that a lot of us have not read this document, but the documents are available. Some of us might have read it, but we chose to be party oriented or party or loyalty from the background where we oppose whatsoever that is being brought to us so as to get fame. But for me, I have not come to get fame. I have not worked for government and I don't intend to, because I grew up in the private sector and I chose to remain in the private sector. So what I want to say tonight is I think even when this agenda is not achieved, for the fact that there is something there was something that was started upon and we think is in the right trajectory of the Liberian people, I think Boakai mean business. Now,
Okay.
with the issue of the scholarship, right? I didn't say the scholarship did not start at Ellington or just Weirton. That is not what I said. I said payment will be made for all international scholarship students. That was couples of time back. Our students were stranded in various countries for their studies.
Your stop.
Right?
Your stop.
Scholarship students were stranded. Almost every
And you
part
know,
where Liberian
so
students were studying.
if I would just interject you a
Chief,
little bit, there where the problem
Chief,
is, right?
hold on, Elaine. Chief, hold on. When you are
If
talking, I'll give
we
you a chance.
so you are taking the highest time here in the closing comment, more than any of us.
Chief,
So and you let talking, you tell you they will bring on us. Your own
no,
did
Chief,
not bring what I'm going to bear too.
let me conclude. What I was saying, scholarships and payment arrear for all locals and international scholarships were paid. Over the past time, our students were complaining in various areas that, we don't have this, we don't have that, we don't have this. And in the 100 days agenda, things that were hindrance to the growth and development of our students and our economy, that is what Boakai shortlisted. And I will send in the chat room some of these things. People have started applying. I don't know why apply. So to conclude,
I am not saying people are not applying. Look, even up to 2020.
And that's not what I'm also saying. You want to make it a debate. There's not a debate. There's not a debate.
No, but you giving us wrong information, bro.
No, it's not wrong. It's factual. Check on the Education Ministry website. Government have paid scholarship arrears for international and local students. It's clear about that. So, gentlemen, I want to say thank you. Let us manage our emotions. While it is true that we lost and we want to get back, well, for me, whosoever that gets back, my aim or objective or my prayer is that Liberia, you move from one point to another positively. So thank you so much.
The thing is, if everything done by George we are evil and you want more to praise Boakai, then what the whole problem is everything George we are doing that to evil. Everything he did. So I mean, so you come here and say George did it wrong, he did it wrong. You never point out one single thing George did that was good for that country.
Who told you that?
Never hear you talk one good about George.
For me, let me tell you, where we are now, we are past George Weah business. We are talking about what we can do right now. So I'm not here to sing.
That's why when we come here,
we discuss
and we discuss. No, when you're not objective with my candidate or my political or leader, I'm not going to be objective with your own.
But I'm not here to praise George Weah. I'm here to focus on what is unfolding right now.
But when you are there, did you talk that about him?
Come again?
When you were president, did you talk that about him?
his wrong were more than he wrong were more than he right. So I could not praise him.
There you go. Right now they are more than his wrong, right?
No. You spend 6 years, Baka spend 3 months. Who can compare them?
No, compared
that's
to
why you guys want.
they are 3 months each. They are 3 months each.
That's why you guys come again.
They are 3 months each from the beginning of July. We are 3 months. Baka 3 months. Compare it.
No, your 3 months were bad.
They were bad with the mental hospital. They were bad with the drug community road.
You know I achieved the mental hospital in 3 months. You know I achieved that in 3 months.
Hello. Thank you for the name, man. Go, man. I don't know time to sleep. Bye-bye.
Okay, bro. Bye-bye.